G'day, my name's Thomas Clow and I work here at Ceracell Beekeeping Supplies, and I just want to go over the Ceracell Hive Defender Floor and its functionality and how it works at this time of the year in the autumn when wasps and robbing is most prolific. Okay, so I've got a used Hive Defender Floor here, and we're just going to go over the different components and how each component works. So what we've got here is a beast blocker. This beast blocker is essentially a robbing screen, as well as a way to transport your hive in a ventilated manner. So what the beast blocker does is it basically creates a tunneling effect for your bees to progress and go into the hive. What it does is it allows ventilation in the front of the beast blocker where the smell of the hive is most prolific, and which is the place where wasps and robbing bees will drive themselves to go to. So what happens is you can maneuver these paddles from a 90-degree angle, and you can have both like that to allow your bees to go land on the beast blocker, to go down and into the floor. Whereas bees and wasps that don't know how to get into your hive are drawn to the front right here where the smell is most prolific from the hive. So essentially the hive is the bait itself, and we're using the natural instincts of robbing and wasps behavior to basically help defend the hive in a natural manner. So I'll just take the beast blocker off and go through the actual floor itself and how it can defend itself. So in the floor you've got a couple components. This is what we call a wasp trap. Essentially it has two cones on each side of the trap. When the robbing bees and wasps cannot get into the front, they'll try and find a back door, and essentially this trap is that back door that we give them. So this trap is then baited by the smell of the hive itself. You've got ventilation in the back, which is baiting that wasp trap. So when the wasps and robbing bees cannot get into the front, they are then drawn to the side and into this wasp trap at the back of the floor. As you can see, there's these one-way cones which work very similar to a lobster trap or a crab trap. The wasps and robbing bees go through the cones and are then stuck and cannot get back out of the tray. This is a natural and easy way to eliminate and stop robbing, as well as wasp incursions. The other aspect of this floor is that it has a ventilated slide. You'll be able to see that there's a red vented slide here, which is then able to be moved with this little toggle at the top. So you can vent it, say when you're transporting the hive, or when you have honey coming in. The ventilation will help cure the honey by allowing more circulation into the hive. If you say want to reduce ventilation, especially in winter, you can close it, and that way the hive is able to maintain its heat in a better way. So this is essentially how the Hive Defender Floor works. I'll go over the Hive Defender Floor in action in my own apiary, where I have a massive wasp problem, especially in autumn. It's currently the 10th of April at the moment, and robbing and wasps at this time of year are really bad. And I've got all my hives around the back on Hive Defender floors, and a lot of the trays and wasp trap are full of wasps. So we'll be able to show you how that works. But first, this is basically how the floor looks on the hive. What you do get when you get the Hive Defender Floor is you get a set of screws, and the beast blocker is screwed onto your main brood box, and it is flush with the front lip of your brood box so it doesn't protrude. It then sits on the floor nicely, and there's some little ribs where the beast blocker is guided to sit nice and flush on this green adapter plate. So here you can see I've got the paddles closed, and this is an easy way to transport the hive. All you do is essentially come in the morning or the afternoon when the bees are all locked up in the hive, and you go from here and you just close the paddle and take the hive away just like that. Now you can see I brought some hives that actually have bees in there, and I locked them up this morning, and it's currently 2:30 in the afternoon, and the bees have plenty of ventilation and are doing just fine. So it's a very simple and very easy way to transport your hives if you have a large commercial operation. This is a great way to transport your hives without that hassle of plugging your floors up with grass or with sponge. It's as simple as coming in the morning and closing the paddles, and away you go. There's no more getting stung or hassle with transportation. It's a very easy way to move your hives. Okay, so we've dropped the hive, very simple, didn't really need a bee suit at all, and then you can just open one or two paddles and you're away. So as you can see, just opened the paddle. This hive's very calm. The bees are now exiting the hive and doing the orientation flights. Nice, simple, easy way to transport as well as protect your hives and your stock. So now I just want to show you the actual wasp trap in action. I've got quite a bad infestation of wasps in the area, but it's not a worry for me because I know that the Hive Defender Floor is actively protecting the apiary and the beehive. So I'll show you now. This is a randomly selected hive in my apiary, and I'll be able to show you the dead wasps in the actual wasp trap tray. If you want to get in touch, please contact us here at Ceracell. We have distributors in New Zealand, Australia and North America. So please don't hesitate to get in contact if you're wanting to get one of these floors or know more about it. My name's Thomas. Go to our website www.ceracell.co.nz and go to contact us, and we can help you with anything beekeeping related. Thanks again.